No. Melee. Milo. That's got to be one of them things. Monte Milo. See, you told me wrong. Our next class is going to be Class R, motorcycle class. Our third place award, this one's sponsored by Loop Cube Plus. Third place award stays right here in Troy Grove, the 1987 Harley Lowrider, Marlene Maylew. Milo. Second place award from right here in Troy Grove, 2002 Harley Screaming Eagle. This is Monte Milo. I got it. Got any more entries here today? And our first place award out of Utica with a 2000 Harley FLH. This is Bill Gallup. Bill Gallup, first place award, 2000 Harley FLH. Our next class is Class AA, Street Rods to 1935. Manley Brothers, the sponsor of these. Third place award out of Hennepin with a 1923 Ford T-Bucket, John Dixon. John Dixon, third place award with a 23 Ford T-Bucket. Our second place award out of Mount Prospect with a 1931 Chevrolet two-door, Bud Aldenberg. Bud Aldenberg, second place award.
Thank you.
And our first place award goes back to LaSalle with a 1932 Ford three-window. This is Steve Stabb. Steve Stabb, first place award. Our next class is Class BB, Street Rods, 36 to 48. This one's sponsored by Loop Cube Plus. Second place award out of Minooka, 46 Chevrolet Coupe, Steve Savnik. Steve Savnik, second place award. And our first place award goes back to Amboy with a 1939 Chevrolet Coupe. This is Rick Ketchum. First place award, Rick Ketchum, 1939 Chevrolet Coupe. Our next class is Class ZZ, Street Machine, 49 to 54, sponsored by Holland & Sons John Deere. One award in this class. You can say he was in a class all by himself here today. Out of Princeton, 1949 Chevrolet Skyline, Scott Bickett. First place award, Scott Bickett. Now this is not Scott, but Scott's probably sitting underneath the shade tree. Our next class is Class ED, Street Machines, 55 to 65, sponsored by Schmidt Repair. Fourth place award out of Amboy with 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, Dan Ketchum. Fourth place award, Dan Ketchum, 57 Chevrolet. Our third place award out of Maples Park with a 1957 Chevrolet Nomad, Rick Behrens. Rick Behrens, third place award with a 57 Chevrolet Nomad. Our second place award out of Peru, 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, Chuck Reynolds. Chuck Reynolds, second place award. And our first place award in this class also out of Peru with a 1955 Chevrolet 210, Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart, first place award, 1955 Chevrolet 210. Our next class is Class EE, Street Machine, 60 to 65. Two awards in this class, sponsored by Dilly's Driving Range and Golf Course. Second place award goes back to Utica, 1964 Ford Galaxy, David Stewart. David Stewart, 1964 Ford Galaxy, second place. And our first place award goes back to Tonica, 65 Chevrolet Impala, Bob Does. Bob Does, first place award, 65 Impala. Our next class 6 is FF Street Machine 66 to 70. Class sponsor on this one is going to be Illinois Frame and Holland & Son John Deere. Several awards in this class. We had a couple ties we're going to award. Starting with fourth place, going back to Peru, 1967 Ford Fairlane, Greg Suliski. Greg Suliski, fourth place, 67 Ford Fairlane. Our third place award goes back to Sheridan, 66 Nova SS, Brenda and Richard Schupp. Brenda and Richard Schupp, 66 Nova SS. Also a third place goes back to Rock Falls with a 1970 Chevelle, Gary and Beth Cook. Third place award, Gary and Beth Cook, 1970 Chevelle. A second place award goes back to Utica with a 1968 AMC AMX. This is Roger Hegland. Second place award, Roger Hegland, 68 AMC AMX. Also a second place award goes back to West Chicago with a 1966 Ford Mustang, a Dwight Becker. Second place, oh Dwight, it's too hot to run. Look at him. Second place award goes to the 66 Mustang, a Dwight Becker, and he's running on his way up here. And our first place award in class goes back to Clinton, Iowa with a 1968 Camaro of Mike Lippert. First place award, Mike Lippert, 68 Camaro. Our next class is Class GG, Street Machine 71 to 80. This class is sponsored by B&M Arctic Cat. Several awards in this class. Fourth place award, fourth. Going back to Earlville, 74 Plymouth Roadrunner, Stephen Botts. Stephen Botts, 74 Plymouth Roadrunner, our fourth place award. Third place award, we had a tie. First award's going back to Lamoille, 71 Chevelle, Alicia Bennett. Alicia Bennett, third place award, 1971 Chevelle. Also a third place award going to go back to Peru with a 1979 Ford Mustang, Mark Bryan. Mark Bryan, 75 or 79 Ford Mustang. I think this is the pace car. A second place award goes back to Granville with a 1972 Buick GS. This is Jim and Karen Brown. Second place award to Jim and Karen Brown with the 72 Buick GS. And our first place award in this class goes back to Oglesby with a 1972 Chevelle SS. This is Brandon Chapman. First place award, Brandon Chapman with a 72 Chevelle SS. Our next class was our biggest class. This is Class H8 Street Machines, 81 to present. We're going to give away a lot of awards. A fourth place award goes back to Peru with an 88 Ford Mustang, David Hertzner. David Hertzner, fourth place award. This class sponsored by Leffelman Automotive. Oh, here we go again. Also a fourth place award, you're going to stay right here in Troy Grove with a 1982 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. This one's Mitchell Milu. Milo. Also a fourth place award going to Mendota, 1981 Chevrolet Malibu, Ryan Gant. Jahan. Fourth place award. Also a fourth place award going back to Waterman, 2002 Chrysler PT Cruiser, Marita Grammy. We have a fourth place award that's going to go back to Peoria with a 2000 Ford Mustang GT, Michael Arnold. Fourth place award, Michael Arnold. Also a fourth place award going to South Streeter with an 86 Monte Carlo SS, Jim Downey. Fourth place award. Okay, here he comes. Run. Yeah, this heat. Kenny will meet you halfway. How about that? Our third place award going to go back to Peru with a 1985 Ford Mustang GT. This is Bob Miller. 85 Ford Mustang GT. Our second place award goes back to Peru, the 1987 Buick T-Type. This is Rick Sherry. Second place award. Okay, Rick, which one's going to get to carry it? And our first place award in this class goes back to LaSalle with a 1988 Chevrolet Monte Carlo SS. This is Matt Stab. First place award, 88 Monte Carlo SS. Our next class is Class II, Modified Trucks, two-wheel drive. This class sponsored by Lawson Brothers Chevrolet. 3 awards in this class. Third place award goes back to McHenry, 1978 Dodge Little Red Express, Walt Richardson. Third place award, Walt Richardson. Our second place award out of Peru with a 1954 Chevrolet pickup 3100, Jim Condini. Second place award, Jim Condini, 1954 Chevrolet. And our first place award in this class out of Ottawa, 1955 Ford F100, Don Jones. Don Jones, first place award, 55 Ford F100. Our next class is Class JJ. This is sponsored by Jimmy's Motor Rebuilding. 2 awards in this class. Modified Trucks 4x4. Second place award goes back to DeWitt, Iowa with a 2003 Ford F-250, Jeanette Abbott. Second place award. And our first place award out of Streeter, 1986 Chevrolet Silverado, Leo Downey. First place award, 86 Chevrolet Silverado. Our last class, Class MM, mini trucks and mini truck lowride. 2 awards in this class, sponsored by Dave Thompson Construction. Second place award, out of Mendota, 1987 Chevrolet S10, Josh Ames. Josh Ames, 1987 Chevrolet S10.
Aww.
And our first place award in this class out of Rockford, 1974 Chevrolet pickup. This is Darwin Sawtell, first place award. 1974 Chevrolet, Darwin Sawtell, first place award. Okay, going to do the long distances first. Long distance here today by Rand McNally. Long distance original. Long distance original. Yep, this is long distance driven original car sponsored by Huffy's gas station. No, Dave Stewart Tree Service. Yeah. This one is going to go to a 2002 Chevrolet Z06 Corvette out of Alpha, Illinois, which is about 100 miles from here. Kenton Bowles. Kenton Bowles. 100 miles to the show here today in an original car. Our long distance modified. Long distance modified, also sponsored by Stewart's Tree Service. They're out of DeWitt, Iowa, with a 2003 Ford F-250. This is Jeanette Abbott. I know this one's driven because this is the tow vehicle that brings the Willys Jeep down. Going to do the Charles D. Jones Memorial Awards next. Okay, Charles D. Memorial Awards. These are sponsored by Wayne. He goes out and he picks the cars, and his choices this year for these awards, out of Sheridan, 1970 Chevelle Tom Conley. The car right here on the end. He will receive a Charles D. Jones Memorial Award here today. Also, a Charles D. Memorial Award. This one goes back to Morrison with a 1957 Divco 13. The milk truck. This is Harvey Zudema. He'll receive a Charles D. Memorial Award here today.
Thank you, folks. Great belt.
Mayor's Choice. Is the mayor still here? Okay. Mayor's Choice here today. This is sponsored by Rich Sutton Restorations. The mayor was here. Don't know if still is or not, but the Mayor's Choice here today, out of Peru, with a 1940 Plymouth PT 105, Vicki Anson. Right here in front of us. This is the Mayor's Choice. Now our Best of Show Original and Best of Show Modified, our winners of these awards will receive an invitation to Amboy's Best of the Best, which is on August 27th. Best of Show, which one you got? Best of Show Original, out of Peru, 1963 Corvette, Rick Sherry. Best of Show Original here today. Sure. Kevin Dean here with us today, member of the Twin City Cruisers, has given us a couple entries into his event. Here's how we're going to use them, Kevin. Best of shows here today are going to be a cheer event. And if I was any good, I'd remember the date on that, but I don't remember the date on that. And he didn't write it down on the front. 25th August, right?
September.
24th. September. I never get to make it to that show, so, okay. Best of show modified out of Utica, 1972 Dodge Challenger. Purple car right here in the middle, Mark Hurstbrith. Best of show modified here today, 1972 Dodge Challenger. I think that's all we have to give away.